Welcome back to class, dear students. In this lesson, we will be looking at embedding media in HTML. When you talk about media, you talk about things like images, videos, audio. So how do you embed them in HTML? So that's what the lesson will majorly focus on. So majorly, when you talk about embedding images, you know what an image is, so I don't need to be defining. But how do you embed it in your HTML? We use something we call the HTML tag, image img. So image tag, it's a self-closing tag, or we call it void element. It doesn't have a closing tag like you have this now and then it ends and things like that. So I think prior to HTML5 or something, I remember when I started learning HTML years then. So these tags used to have self-closing. We call them self-closing tag. You just have this, the back slash. They don't have the start. They only have the closing tag as their self-closing. So, and then they work. But now, even like something like break that we used here, I think we use break somewhere like this now. Before, it used to be like this. Oh my god. Yeah, that's why you see if I do it, it doesn't break the site because it's still, but it's outdated. So it's preferable you don't use. So they now use their opening tag only to just do everything. So those are the same thing that happened with this image now. If I could remember, that's okay. We now have this as the self-closing tag. So then you could have attribute like search or source, specifies the path to the image, provide alternative text, and width and height. So you may say the image should be 400 height, pixel high, and maybe 1000 width. Things like that, depending on where you want to the site and what you are displaying. Then we see them also in use. Then we have embedding video in HTML. The same for video. Video tag has a tag which is video, so you can use it to embed a video in your HTML website. So it also have the source and paths as usual to the video. Then there is something now called control. You know, unlike images, once image display, that's all. The other thing that may matter in terms of image might be the size, which the width and height can help you control. But video goes beyond that, because when people load, like you are watching this video now, you want to have the ability to pause or rewind. I said something, you didn't hear it clearly, you rewind it, you put your headphone again, play it again, rewind. You understand? You want that. You don't want that in image. Yeah. So you want to pause and come back to continue. You want to increase volume or reduce volume. You want to maybe even do speed, increase the speed. Maybe you feel I'm talking too fast. You want to hear that place at a slower speed. All these are what is embedded into that attribute called controls. Then it's recommended to use video hosting platform for better performance and bandwidth management. Now, I added this as well, left it there, like, even though you can add your website, your video, as you see some like we'll be doing in the practical section, as usual in our lessons. Now, what you need to understand is that video is one of the most difficult when it comes to data types online to send across. Established platforms like YouTube, even many times you'll be playing their videos, it will be skipping. It won't, you understand? At times you need super good network and all those things. So, and it is not just for you as the viewer. Those people that we call it streaming, that means, sending videos from one end to the other, they stream it to you. Now, when those even Google, YouTube, or all those that does the video have those resources. Those things consume a lot, and they also need very solid internet to keep streaming to tens, thousands, and millions, or maybe billions of people. So all these are what you need to keep in mind. Look at, even video have more size than images. So usually, most times, a video might eventually use the same space, maybe a 1 minute video, or you understand, might eventually use the same space that you would have used for a JPEG image with quality still there, for maybe like 20 or 50 of them. So you can imagine. So those are the things you need to, as long as you can host it on your hosting, it's not recommended for you to do it. You either host it on YouTube or other platform and embed it. So when people are playing, they are using those people's bandwidth, those platform bandwidth where you host, in terms of the video, not your own. Because if not, your website, you will pay a ton, I mean a lot, to host video. I'm telling you, and it's so costly. So those are what you don't want to be building, maybe for a project or a client, or you get hired and then be putting video directly. That will be costly. You understand? So even if you want to have your in-house or something, you pay for premium hosting. You don't want to use free one like YouTube. Pay for premium video, dedicated video hosting, not your normal pure website hosting. So that's important to clarify. Then you have the audio for it to integrate. Audio also the same features, control, only it doesn't display visual, but needs the same pause, play, volume, and all those things. So let's look at some example. This is like the code that came from the previous one, and then we can enhance it with this. So let's do that. So to do that, we can introduce a media section where we have this. This is what we got from previous class. There's it. So now I want to include inside the main. Let's just put it there. You can see immediately it has all these features. Now this is where the source, when you come here, let's say you want to put an image, you will notice this, it says token. It's because that's the auth. I've explained what an auth is, an alternative, especially helpful for now that we're even in AI age. They are reading a lot of things, they can even read, but like people with disability, like blind or things like that, they use tools that read accessibility, that read those things for them. They can't see it, so they can't read the image, but most of those can read the alternative that is expected to describe what that image is about. You understand? So once that describe it, the person could hear, so they could, okay, is a token meter image. You see it. It's a token. So even though they can't see it, they know what it. Look at, we ourselves didn't see it here because it isn't loading. But at the same time, we have idea what that image would have been about if it loaded. Just an illustration of exact something of token meter image. So you can see we have the width, you have the height. So all this you can't see it because the image is broken, because this image can't be located. So for us to locate this, we need an image. You understand? We need an image to use. So let me just create an image on the fly. So this is an image I have here. So I'll just here now create a folder. We can link directly, but the best practice is always have a folder for your media. So we can call it media or images or whatever. So inside there now we can drag our image there. It's called selection, and it's still not working anyways, because remember the hyperlink, we need to link it or else it won't identify it. What's this? So now for us, we can either change this name or we just do this. Copy. So if we go by what they have here, they have images. Maybe you want to split it. Media could contain image and all those things. You understand? So I love to have things organized. I can even have images. Then I can have videos. And then I can have audios. You understand? So now I can move the image here, and that helps me a lot. So I'll move the image here, you can see it. Then there is the video. So inside here now, if I want to use this same name, then all I need to do is, the image there is PNG. So copy. Let's rename this. Yeah. It's opening the image. So we have this now. And the next thing we want to do is to link. So how do you link to folders? You need to link based on the paths. For example, this is a path. HTML live is the folder, the main folder. From there, you have this. So, but this is inside the main folder. So for every of the folder, it goes one up. So that's it. We have it here. Let's do it together. And a lot of this AI tool can help you as well. So slash, do you see it? That shows everything here. You have the front end and then you have media. Now, if we click media, do you see it? It tells me there are audio, there are images, there are videos. And here we are going to images, then it shows me the images that are there. Do you see it now? Then, don't let me save it yet. Let me use the same JPG we are using before and try to see. You see that even though I now have a better reference and you can follow it, you see, error occurred. So it will know if it's correct. It didn't, because this extension also matters. It must match what you save the image in. So it was saved in PNG, you see. So now, I will always recommend you use JPEG, except for maybe there is no, because most time PNG used to be very large size. So, but JPEG is less, and you have to make sure your image is as compressed as possible without losing quality. Because the more the size, the more bandwidth it will need to load. And for people under slower network, the image may not be loading well. You understand? So, like this now, you know, I can break it so they don't, you see it now. So if you see it here, that's why the image is working. The same, if you put video, you just put video.mp3. So for example, now if I'm recording these videos, let me see if I have some of them here. Now this one, that's what I'm saying. Look at the sizes. So they are so massive and huge. So let me just copy this and try to paste it here. It's not. Is even it? But let's just. Do you see it now? So you have this as S1, L7. You will go back again and quickly edit that. If you go back here and do the same slash, you have the media, you enter. This time you go to video instead of images, and then you have this. Watch it now. The moment I save this, it loads up. You can see it. You see, I can play the video. You see, I can say it should be big. I can pause it. Those are what the controls does. You know, I can download, I can play back, picture in picture, all those things, so which are not necessary in images. Everything that is necessary is just, maybe I change this to 700 width. Do you see it becomes bigger, stretched? So turn it to like 500. Do you see it now? So those are the things, at least I've been able to put you through. The same if you have an audio. I don't think I have a ready. It's been a long time I have a pure audio file. That's just MP3. So it's not usually as used as images and videos. So I don't have that to show you the sample, but at least you know, you just put it inside here and then you can link it. If I click here to go to that file, follow the link, so it will tell me if I've linked it correctly. If not able to follow, it shows that you don't have the link correct. So you can see this now, and when it wasn't showing, it was showing me this. Even if it's showing, for those like the screen reader for the blind people and things like that, I said it could read it for them, because we check the height of the image and read it for them. So the same, you can increase the height. I want it to be 400. Do you see it now? So let's push that down. You can see it. So you see all this now? Yeah. So these are how you can be able to add media, add images, add videos, add something. So if you are on YouTube now, for example, here we are. Usually when you have a video streaming or hosting platform, they already have the way you can integrate them. So if you want to integrate, like this is a YouTube video for my channel now, if you want to integrate them, what you do, and like this, so what you do is, they always have an option, I think here, download, no, yeah, I click on it. So I click on it, you see, copy video URL, copy video URL at current time. This is it, copy embedded code. Once I copy here, let's see if we can just create another break for it. Another thing you can do to break is you can make it a paragraph, a new paragraph. So let me paste it to be a very long iframe something. So let's see, home, and let's go back here. You can see the YouTube video is there, and as usual I can play. Let me reduce this height to like 100 so that to show more. Yes, so we have this now. You can see it. I can play it. Let me comment this out so that there will be more space at the top. So you can see it now and play. You see, normal YouTube video has been integrated. That's it. So now there are even a lot of tools now, like maybe you're working on WordPress or some other things like that, that you just put the URL of the YouTube video and then it will turn into a video. You don't even need to copy this. We call it iframe that they used to. When you see the height, you can try to break this down and see what is made up of. As I would say, type 2, you see it. So a lot of things in there. See frame border, so that we see some of those things. Allow full screen. So you remember that allow full screen. Yeah. So this is the iframe. So this everything you see. This is the video. You can see SRC, the video URL. If you go to this video URL, it will go straight to, you see it, YouTube, and open up. So that's what it goes there, fetch it through the help of the source, and then put in other controls that have been customized by YouTube for you, so to use them. So that's just it. Just to show you, some of you might be like, how do I do YouTube video? So this is how you integrate it anyways. Yeah, I think we've really done in with that embedding, and that's it. So you can give it a try yourself, so you solidify your learning more. And I will see you in the next time. I'm Solomon Foske, the Programming University. Keep the program spirit and alive, and please always do good to humanity and nature with your programming skill, and whatever skill you've got, and not evil, to make the world and the universe a better place for us all. Peace and bye.